Okay, so we're looking at this thing again. And man, it seems like I spend so much of my time just trying to band aid stuff together to try and get this to work. I will say that the manufacturer, this one was apparently made by Dye or Day or whatever, and I can't get them to email me to talk to me at all about it. The guys who manufacture the sun power systems, whatever, he actually talked to me about it. They are very similar machines, and he offered me a replacement for a really good price. I'm still trying to work out my budget for this coming year. If I've got it, I'm going to buy another one of these things and try a second one and see if I have better results, because this one was jacked from the beginning in certain ways, and it still seems to be. And now, even more so, it's got no display, and that display really, that really sucks. So what I have done here to at least get something out of it is, you guys recall, I blew up a bunch of the capacitors up here. I replaced them, put them back, and it seemed to work, and I had a display. Something happened in the meantime, trying to operate some switches on some of the other stuff. I don't know if I shorted something out, but I killed the power to it, and whenever the power came back on, I had no display. So shooting in the dark with it, it's no better than these things now. And I don't know why that bothers me, because I don't have any display on these. So it shouldn't really hurt my feelings that I don't have a display on this thing, but it is what it is. Works basically the same way now. What I ended up doing is, okay, so this is the Healy 2.0. This rectifier, wires go down to the board. I've talked about that a lot. What I ended up doing is coming back and running some jumpers from the bridge, the three-phase side, to this contactor, this three-phase contactor. And then I ran the output of this contactor to the three-phase input of this inverter. And I did that because I'd actually, my idea was to run this on a solid state relay going to the, let's see here, I'm getting distracted. I was going to run that on a solid state relay off the battery bank and off a switch, and this is my last good relay. I actually still had one more of these, and just in trying it, I burned up the relay. But I even went and I got heat sinks, because just in case this stuff's not still just getting too hot. Even got a couple of better solid state relays, but I went a different route instead. This contactor, that's cheap, and it costs about half as much as those stupid relays. This contactor, though, is cheap, easy to operate. I'm running it off of this switch right here and the same 24 volt power supply that I'm using to run the switch from a breakup here, which I need to wire up my meter for that thing. Now I have this set up where at 52 volts this turns on the, or 52 volts battery over here, closes this contactor, and then I've got three-phase coming from the Healy going to the three-phase input of this thing, and it does seem to work. Sorry, I got very wordy there, because I don't have any display. The only thing that I've got that I can do is measure the output, which is, currently I don't have a whole lot of power going into it, because this is also going to be sharing power to the battery bank and everything. But I got 0.7 amps on that leg. It must have gusted, because it was, yeah. So I got 0.9 amps going on both of them. 0.9 amps is about 100 watts going down each side, so 200 watts being fed over here into the grid. So Looks like a mess, but I think that I could probably clean that up and make it look better. And it does seem to work. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be pretty windy tomorrow as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it unattended tomorrow. I think I'm getting to a point where I trust my i2000 with what's here, but I don't know if I trust my Healy just yet. I got to put a little bit more time into it running while I'm out here looking at it, but I might risk it, might not. We'll see. If I run it all day tomorrow, I will definitely post an update just to see how it goes. If I don't post an update, then my shop burned down and I'm not wanting to tell anybody, or I just didn't do it. So that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful evening.